On this episode of The Foundation, it's time to start that business. Time to start that business. Been thinking about it, putting it off. Might have your paperwork somewhere. Might have done a few steps and then stopped. May not have even started yet. Time to start that business. The New York Times website, NewYorkTimes.com. 6 charts that help explain the Republican tax plan. Right? One of the biggest things that happened with these new taxes that were put into place, you know, with the Republican administration over there in the Congress of the United States, you know, is the reduction in the corporate tax rate. Corporate taxes, I think, was running 35%. I'm pretty sure it was 35%. Let me see. 35%. So corporate tax was lowered to from 35% on corporate taxes to 21%. So it'll allow temporary immediate expansion of assets, scaling back deductibility for corporate interest expenses, moving to a territorial system, and implementing a one-time repatriation tax on profits overseas. It also it creates a new tax rate for pass-throughs. Sole proprietorships, partnerships, and S corporations. Now, there's a Ways and Means Committee, and the Congress put it into, so it's in a congressional record. It's actually legislation. So, I suggest that you at least take a look at this, or ask someone who knows about it to explain it to you a little bit. Bottom line is, if you know how to structure, you're going to be good. I'm about to crack toenails, toe bones, pancaking in this episode just real quick. Because, I know we all got to do our dance. Everybody got lives they got to take care of, family members, loved ones. And I look, that make valiant attempts for everything that I say to have some meaning. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all what's going on with this economy. And they're doing this right here, this letting them repatriate their money, these corporations, and not tax them because this economy is about to get hit. There's a lot of stuff, geopolitical stuff going on. Obviously North Korea. I don't know if you're paying attention to Iran, though. I don't know if you know who's behind North Korea, China, Russia. But there's a lot of geopolitical stuff going on. I got indicators in the market, the specific market indicators, because the market talking about geopolitical risk without not even looking at the news. I can tell. So these guys gonna look. So bottom line is, it's time to start that business. Is what I'm saying. So here's the deal. Here's what I'm gonna say. It's like 21%, right? It's down 14%. That's crazy. I don't know. That's some stuff I've never seen. I've never seen taxes go backwards. Why is it time to start that business? You're going to limit personal or private liabilities. I suggest that you do that as much as you can at this point right now. So if anything goes wrong with the entity itself, the business itself, you can bankrupt the company, and it does not affect your private, personal wealth. And that's what we're looking for. That's the main thing. And that's why we're doing business, quote, in the public in the first place. I know there's a lot of people, a lot of different sections of individuals and subcultures and so forth. Heavily going against public entities, so on and so forth. I think that's a personal decision. And I think that's something to be made personally and privately. I think one should gather as much information as possible, weigh the pros and cons, the benefits versus the disadvantages or liabilities of the situation, and thus move forward. But I'm sitting here looking at this stuff, right? In the way that I'm set up, the way that my estate is set up, the way that the entities that I use in the public are set up. I mean, I hate to say it, but this is not a problem at all. And that's the way we're all supposed to be set up. All of us. It's time to start that business. At the very least. If you're not doing business through trust. Which really trust do they report with the 1041. So I'm gonna just start saying trust system or the 1041 system or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And doing business privately, but still publicly held corporations to ride the debt, to hold the debt liabilities. I mean, to the point where, like, why not have a trust, even if you have the money? Even if you have the money, why not the trust give a loan to the business and charge it 4% interest or something? Now the trust is getting the money back and it's getting 4% interest. Well, that's a note. And certain things can happen with that note. If anything, type of bankruptcy or something like that. And understanding expenses and understanding systems is important. Because if we don't understand these systems, they work against us. So bottom line is, it's time to start that business. It really is. It's time to start that business. It's an LLC. I'm going to tell you that. It's an LLC. And a business is a state-created entity, straight up. So you're dealing with two jurisdictions off top. You're dealing with the state jurisdiction, and it's going to have a federal EIN number. So you're dealing with the federal jurisdiction as well. But there's certain, things that you put in the operating agreement that show who the managing members are or the majority shareholders or however you got it set up. Now, the state will recognize that as an LLC, but the federal or specifically the Internal Revenue Service is not going to recognize that as an LLC unless there's the specific steps that are taken. Because just because you launch a corporation at the Secretary of State of Georgia doesn't mean that the federal IRS or the federal government just goes to Georgia and says, okay, what's going on? Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. We'll handle that. That's not how it works. You got to have a commercial address. You can get a free number from Google. I know most of y'all got Gmail accounts. Something at Gmail. Probably thought it was cool, cute. Maybe has your name with some numbers. I don't know. It's significant to you, the birthday of your mom, whatever it is. You got a Gmail. Most of y'all didn't know that you can get a free number just because you have a Gmail. And then associate that number with your business. And that number will ring to your mobile phone that you already have. And you just save that number in your mobile phone as your business name. So when it rings, you see the business name and you know it's a business call. So you answer it on business. Now you got a business number that you can associate with the business and the business address and listed, at 401 and stuff that you need to do. You got that business number for free. And it just dials the phone that you already have. It's time to start that business because it doesn't cost as much as you think. It's not as expensive as you think. It's not as hard as you think. It's just a process. And really, you only go through that process one time. Even if you go through the same process again, you never go through that process like you did the first time. The second time, you're kind of pro. Third time, you're really pro. The fourth time, you're extra pro. Third, fourth time. Because people are going to start asking you, what you doing? How you do that? I'm like, here, I got you, fam. This is how I did it. It's time to start that business. But, that's the jewel right there. You can get a free phone. And look, all you got to do is, you got to, as easy as you got to be logged in on a laptop or, on a desktop or something, right? And so just log into your Gmail, so you're in your Gmail and you can see your inbox and all the messages you got. Some of y'all got 14,000 messages because you gave your email to too many people. Too many commercial. Anyways, so if you're logged into your Gmail on a laptop or a desktop, you know what I mean, and you open a new tab and you type in voice, like, the sound of my voice, voice.google.com and hit enter. It'll take you to what's known as Google Voice. And they, you pick a number, give them the area code. They give you you can decide which numbers you choose. It gives you a couple different numbers you can choose from. Choose a number. And then it asks you, what number do you want to forward this number to? And you put in your cell number. And then it'll call you or text you to verify that it's your phone, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? You have to be adding phone numbers to other people's phones. And then that's it. Now, there's other things. You go in the settings. You can record the voicemail. So you can put a business, greeting on the voicemail, separate from your personal voicemail on your cell phone. All of it's free. And then you can change the setting to where you can see the number, but I don't like that because I just see a number. I don't know if it's some random number calling my phone or if it's a business number calling. And that's the thing. So that's why I saved the number that you're gonna get from Google, the Google Voice number, the number that you get. I saved that number because when you get a call, like a business call, when your phone rings, it's going to be that number that you chose. If you said your business, it's going to be that number. So say that number in your phone as your business name. So that's what I know. I see the business, I know, okay, answer the phone. That's how I started out, like straight up. I started building business credit. I got a corporate address. You know what my corporate address was? A shared office space. Like a little spot, you can go in there and they have workbenches and work tables and Wi-Fi and copier and, maybe a shredder, bathroom, maybe some tea. You pay a certain amount of months and you get it. You can go in like so many days a week or maybe one day a month, if you got the least one. And then you can add on a mailbox for maybe $20 more. So you can get mail there. That's what I did. I got the mailbox. Now, some spots, they make you be like, well, you got to get the plan in order to get the box. But I got the spot that you ain't got to do the plan. You just had to do the box. It was like 30, it was $40-something the first one I did. $40-something a month. And they just took mail. So I'm talking about boxes. It didn't matter. Because now remember, what I'm doing with this business credit is I'm buying toilet paper, from a house, and like sponges, and so on and so forth. So I need that stuff. And then they want an address to verify the business and stuff. And it's cool because I need to get the mail anyways. So, cool. So, yeah, I got a little shared office space, like $100 a month. If you can't afford that, I'm telling you, you can get something cheaper. I'm telling you, they will take. There's companies that do this. You can do a search, shared office space, and put in, like, the zip code near you or something. And then that's a commercial address. And then once you got the commercial address, you can start listing the number, the business with that number that you just grabbed, from Google, the business address and the suite number, because you're gonna have a suite number because it's gonna be a shared office. So you're gonna have a little suite number, which I think a suite number makes it look legit. You're looking legit with a suite number. Yeah, it's, you know what I'm saying? Suite 227, man. Gotta get that suite 227, yeah, second floor. I'm just playing though. But you put that on there, you list that, but you got to go to the Secretary of State. Here's what a lot of people miss. I'm pancakes and toast tonight, if y'all can't tell. You got to go back to the Secretary of State because you already started the business. You already registered with the Secretary of State. You already got the EIN. You already got the bank account. You got the corporate address. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. You got that, the phone number or whatever. And then once you get the corporate address, depending on when you get it, because most times they're going to want to see your business documentation from the Secretary of State to give you a mailbox in the name of the business. You know what I mean? But some places they won't. So try. I've seen places that didn't. But you got to go back to the Secretary of State or go back on the website and then amend the documents and give them the new company address, the new, the shared office, the corporate office. Now put that on there. So when you start getting business credit, they're like, yeah, this is business. You give them the business. And what's the address? You give them the address, because you got the business address now. They're gonna pull up the Secretary of State documents. They might put you on hold if you're on the phone, or this is what they do. I'm telling you, when they extend business credit. And if the addresses don't match, they ain't gonna give you nothing. They can give a deposit or something. So when you get the corporate address, the address, you update the address at the Secretary of State. It's like $20, $15, sometimes it's $55. I don't know. It's different. But you just amend it. It's called a corporate amendment. So if you do an LLC, it's an amendment to the LLC. And then it has different things you fill in. It's only fill in what you need to fill in. So you changing the address, only put in the address. Unless it says you got to put something else in on the form. So then you walk in and start asking for business credit. Because the first thing, I'm telling you, the first thing, besides, I thought it was brilliant. Build a business credit off of toilet paper. Something I already use. We already use that. I'm looking at other people, looking at them. Bet you they ain't building business credit off them buying their toilet paper. It just made me feel good. I don't know. It still kind of gives me a kick. But, these things that I was getting. But the first thing was, going to the mobile company and open up a business account in the company name. It's like, I just want to open an account. Let me, start off with one line, maybe two lines. I'm going to port the numbers in. So this is open the account. So that way, if you got a deposit or something, you know what the deposit is, you can pay the deposit. Then port your numbers, man, into that business account. Straight up. Even if it's one number, I don't care. Have the bill go to your office, your shared office or your mailbox or whatever it is. It don't matter. Do that. Pay it. Pay the deposit. I'm serious. Because every time you pay your bill, the corporate bill, every single time, it reports as positive payment history on the business credit profile. That does not happen when you just have, personal cell phone, you give them social, wherever. It doesn't happen like that. So, as far as I'm concerned, business credit is one of the biggest things. One of the biggest reasons why it's time to start that business. Because you're going to be getting benefits by doing the same things you're doing right now in a different way through the business that you don't get by doing them the way you're doing it right now. And just do it consistently. I know it sounds weird, and there's a little bit more to that. You want to get multiple accounts. So maybe, you buy toilet paper this time with this one, or then switch up. And then there's different reasons, depending on how tight you set your company up. You may be extended, or your company may be extended credit that otherwise, other companies aren't being extended. So it's different for everyone, But there's standard and specific things to do. Now, beyond that, beyond the benefits of what you're already doing today, it's automatically putting you in a position of being a business owner. Because we all just witnessed one of the biggest tax overhauls in the United States in our lifetime. And it was highly, highly, highly in favor of measures, ways, and means that most of us do not participate in. I know we working a job, man. I work overtime for the past 6 days, so you mean start a business? I know. But the thing of it is, we gotta hustle like most won't in order that we are able to live how most cannot. How most can't. And it's not forever. Some of us, it's really easy to start a business. Some of us, business is already booming. Some of us may have business that, is looked upon in a negative light in the public by certain officials. I mean, there's always a way to do something, but that's private. Bottom line, there's nothing that you're doing right now privately or so-called privately under, the accounts in your name with the social security number with that you can't do with the business name and the business EIN. Nothing. It's a legal person. Corporation is a legal person. A trust is a legal person, and the state is a legal person. And there's different rules with different persons. There's divisions amongst people in the same manner there are divisions amongst persons. And I'm just trying to have you just check your person, man. Check your person. It's time to start that business. That's the person. Off top, like tomorrow, next week. Hit me up, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. If you starting a business, I'm going to say it, but I'm going to put a date on it too, because y'all be in the archives, y'all be finding the show, and then go all the way back to like the first show you can find, and then try to catch up. And then be hitting me up late. People be hitting me up late, like, yo, what's going on with that New Jersey trip? And I'm like, what? But nah, okay, so this commercial year, January 2018. Today is, January 2018. So, and we halfway through the month. About halfway through the month. So, let me just say this, until the 20th of January. Y'all listening live, y'all know what day this is. Until the 20th of January. If you're starting a business, if you're trying to start a business, you need a consultation, hit me up. I get on the line half hour just on GP. You don't know what GP is? A general principle. The principle of it's time to start a business. Straight up. It's a new commercial year. This stuff is starting to start tripping. I don't know when. I don't be predicting times, but I'm looking at this. A lot of us are looking at this stuff. It's time to become independent, y'all. We are creators. We were born creators. Born creators. Just somewhere along the lines, we got dependent. We become more independent. Transition to a private way of doing business. But even if even if it's like, yo, SOT, I just came. I know transition to private requires energy in them for the funds or whatever, time or whatever, skills or whatever. I just got it. If you ain't got it, you can't go private right now. And I feel you and I still love you. Yo, it's time to start that business. Straight up. And yo, 20th of January 2018, hit me up, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Don't be playing with me. Because I'm not playing with you. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com. And I'll holler at you for at least 30 minutes. It's off the rip. Straight up. It's time to start that business. It's time to start that business. Business has assets. As an executive of the business, there's certain corporate benefits that you can partake of, such as a company vehicle. Company, cell phones. That's what I'm saying. Put your cell phone in the name of the business. And I'm just gonna tell you real, like toilet paper and hot sponges and dish soap, and if you use bleach and Windex, you cool. But all these things you can order, like household items, these are perishable, not perishable, but they diminish. And these are the same things that are used in the office. And to me, that's cold. I'm going to go to the phone lines in a couple minutes, y'all. But it's time to start that business. They dropped the tax rate, the corporate tax rate, 14 percentage points. Now, who's to say one of them cats is going to get in there after this dude and put him right back up? I don't know. I don't know what the future is. But if you're in the public and all you doing is W-2ing or 1099 and through the social, you skating with one skate. Put on another skate. Just Even if it's a little skate with, 2 wheels. At least you got 2 skates. It's better than just one skate going down this road by yourself. 'Cause stuff happens. Some stuff came up on me lately. Last couple of days, kind of out of nowhere. And, as far as unexpected expenditure. And, through entrepreneurial efforts and things that, the type of nature and lifestyle that I live, there's definitely funds available to handle these things. And I just know it just makes me feel good. Also, at the same time, feel bad because I know there's a lot of people that can't handle stuff that just happens unexpectedly. Because we only got one skate. Got one skate on. Get that one skate knocked off from under you, we falling hard. And it doesn't need to be the case. Y'all out here with one skate. 424-222-5250. You want to call in to the phone line. Hit 1 on your keypad. I'll bring you in. We can chop it up. What is it? 563-999-3625. There's another number you can call, apparently, which works. They both work. Cool. And I'll get up with you. And I appreciate, I definitely appreciate y'all. The foundation is officially over a year old. Been doing this show for some time now, y'all. I really appreciate y'all, sticking with me. A lot of loyalty and a lot of growth. A lot of people that I've dealt with specifically, privately and as well as just hearing things through updates to emails, we moving forward, y'all. A lot of us are moving forward. And shout out to everybody who's made progress in the last year in their private transition, in their transition to being, entrepreneur and less dependent on, the machine or the system or someone else's corporation that they created or their family created. And, at least starting our own thing, no matter what level it is, I don't care. You deserve, a high five. I don't know, pejorative or disrespectful way. Like straight up. It's the little accomplishes stacked up through time that add up to big accomplishments. We got to understand that. And anyone that take that away from you, let me know. I'll holler at them. Just let me handle that. That's not what's up. Not at all. But it's time to start that business. Definitely you can do it. I can help you do it for real, especially when it comes to the corporate structure, the incorporation. How to set it up, establish your business credit. How to play the game. We got to know the rules of the game. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to thefoundation.com. Please go there and, check out the PDF section as well as the PDF section on highfrequencyradionetwork.com and get as much information as you can and just, start investing in your private education through, particular and non-particular public resources. Because that's, honestly, that's where it begins. This broadcast right here, this is public. And, y'all know that's where that begins. So continue to do that. Sign up to the email list. Welcome to thefoundation.com. It's pretty much right there once you go to the site. I want to thank everyone who's been down for the foundation. We've been on high frequency, like I said, for over a year now. And I definitely just, wanted to take some time to acknowledge that. I definitely did. So with that being said, Let me go to the phone lines. First caller. What we got here? Here we go. All right, I'm trying. Let me see what you. See, I don't want to say your number yet because this ain't working yet. But I got this right here. All right. Here we go. Come on. It's 646-5098. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's the deal, so this Dow from Brownsville.
Hey, peace, family. How you doing,
So,
man?
L, can you hear me? I'm all right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
How's everybody else?
Everybody, everybody's well around my way. How's everybody? How's your family?
Everybody's all right here, too. I want to say thank you because, you did say, like, you appreciate, all the callers that's been listening over years. Thank you very much, Joel.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Now, you're welcome. Hey, so, like, virtual office, is that a good thing to do to start a business? Virtual office?
Yeah, I mean, when you start your business, that's what you can use for, your business address. So when you start applying for business credit and they research your business, the address comes back as commercial and not residential because that's a big deal when you're trying to get business credit.
Oh.
So it's a low cost, effective way of getting a commercial address for your business and profiles.
Okay. I'll give it to you after I get off the phone. Go back. All right. Yeah, that's the little guy.
Gotta get some ice cream, man.
Supposed to be asleep. Yeah, he wants some ice cream. I keep him a whole bunch of snacks. Yeah. That he'll try to eat up everything when I buy it. Like that he don't think about tomorrow. He want to eat everything right then and there.
Nah,
So
not
if I buy him a box,
think
he'll
about
eat the
tomorrow.
whole box. Yeah, I know. I make sure that. Yeah, that's why everything is all right.
Yeah. That's good, man.
Yes.
Enjoying yourself?
Everything is all right. Yeah, definitely.
So you
I started back
business?
working on.
Or you already got your business popping?
I have it. It's pre-startup, like that because I did it last year. So this March coming up, I make a year. So it's pre-startup. I'm doing my SAMs. I thought I registered my SAMs already, but I haven't fully hooked it up. I'm getting back into the swing of I'm going on the computer because like when I was out of work, I was applying for all these jobs and nobody was calling me, so I started hating computers. Because I had to fill out a lot of applications online. So I'm getting back in the swing of computers again. And so once I have my DUNS number already, so I just gotta do my SAMs, and I want to do something like something like drop shipping or order stuff. Like you need 1,000 pairs of shoes, or you need I want to do something like that. I want to fill orders. Government contracts. I want to do stuff like that. Whatever they need, I'll call it. If they need uniforms, like NYPD or somebody of that nature. Like NYPD, I think it's about 38,000 the force. So they need 38,000 uniforms. I'll order it. Yeah, I'll make a call to order it. Something simple. Just pick up the phone and order it. I'm not trying to do anything heavy anymore, like sheetrocking, plumbing, get on my knees and towels. I'm about to be 52 next month. So I'm looking to do everything easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Happy early born day.
Hey,
Happy early New Year.
Thank you. And last year you gave me a consultation for my birthday, and I really appreciated that. I know we don't have that much time. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and I'll always look forward to talking to you. And I'm gonna let you take the next call or so. All right.
All right, brother. It's always a pleasure talking to you, man. Peace. Right. Love you. Have a great week.
All right, peace, brother.
And I'll talk to you soon.
I will, and you too.
Peace.
Okay, definitely. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace. Let's mess around. Daryl from Brownsville, 813-20. Nope, I'm sorry. 813-2703. Oh, come on, man. There you go. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace. So, what's going on, man? It's Nate from Tampa. I had talked to you probably a couple of weeks before Christmas, man, and just letting you know that didn't forget about you. Just basically had to go back and, as you said, do that dance. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So, but I just want to congratulate you on a year anniversary, man. And it's funny how you talk about, you know, as far as building up the business credit, because, you know, going back to the system for, you know, just to do what I got to do, I realized that, you know, I tried to get a car and I didn't end up getting a car through the business, but I did find it easy to set the insurance up, you know, under the business name and all of that. And a lot of that was the game that you gave me. So I just want to salute you for that, brother, and let you know that, you know, I'm coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, sounds good. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's real. It's, you know, it's done every day. It's
right.
Just, you know, once we understand, because I mean, at worst case scenario, let's say in your instance, if you go get a car, you can do it through the business, and they start really acting crazy. You can be like, all right, personal guarantee.
Right.
So you can do a personal guarantee on like a single item, like a single vehicle or something like that. So that'll always work. That's pretty much the same thing as like, you know, do it straight under the social. But yeah, you know, we can definitely pay for the insurance. I would definitely get an operating agreement together. You know, you can do a internet search like on Google or something, or, you know, put in your state. I don't know, you know, whatever, New Jersey LLC operating agreement template, you know, and then hit enter, and then just find something good. You can find a couple and compare them. But in that operating agreement, just say, you know, if an employee or executive uses a personal vehicle predominantly or enough for business use, the company will pay for the insurance. Just put that in the operating agreement.
Right. That way you're covered.
That's a substantiation. Yeah, substantiation.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's see right there. I didn't even know about that. So that's another thing that I will get on. So you know, it is a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it, because I already know from my studies and from talking to you that, you know, building up the credit, business credit weighs a whole lot more than the personal credit anyway. So even if you initially have to, you know, there's a few things to get it down with per what the rep was telling me. You know, you may not need as much coverage. She was asking me how much I'm going to use the vehicle for business use for, you know, and all of that. So definitely going to check into that operating agreement, man, and definitely, you know, look forward to it. I'm not going to hold up the line. Just definitely look forward to chopping it up again, man. I just didn't want you to think, and I know a lot of people think, you know, people are fraud this and fraud that. I just want to let everybody know, listening, this dude is 100. I met Yusuf in person, and this dude is cut from the same cloth, and it's just real, recognized real, man. So keep doing your thing, and you know, just as I said, I'm back doing the dance. So as soon as I can, man, we're gonna chop it up.
All right, I look forward to it, man. I appreciate you, and yeah, good to hear that. You know, you back doing your dance. I mean, you know, who else can do your dance but you? So you gotta represent. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly, man.
Definitely. You need anything? Email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com, and I appreciate you, you know, checking out the show this evening, man. Thank you very much.
No doubt, man. Peace.
Peace. It's all love. Yeah, shout out to Big Brother Yusuf L. That's my G. Next caller. This thing This thing, 925-9681. 925-9681. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Peace. Big Brian from the Bay. What's up, man? How you doing?
Just trying to show love, man. Just, out here trying to learn. Like you guys say, study. So I'm just doing that, listening, and just, showing love. Appreciate what you're doing. Because, I ain't gonna front. When I was, I'll just say this real quick, for people who kind of leery about it. Yeah, I understand that because there's a lot of information to take in. And, once I got it, I just start jumping and just leaping, just try to say, forget it, only got one life to live, so might as well live it right now. At least on this plane, I only got one life, but yeah, I've just been jumping out here, just trying to figure out what to do and just trying to learn from people like you and, Brother Yusuf, and, it's weird, like I said, I'll tell you about that, it's very weird because you've been taught a different way. You've been taught what they'll say the public way. And then it's weird to find out there's another world that they've been trying to hide from you because, it makes sense to hide it from you because why would I want to give you the keys to not be underneath me, So it's like I said, it's a trip for anybody who's like, listen to this, like, man, this guy must be, he already talking all this stuff. But nah, man, I mean, you can ask him. I mean, you can listen for yourself, man. He putting all his heart and soul into it. I ain't even been on, I've been on listening to this probably like, I think last year, and I ain't been here from the beginning, but I'm here now, and I've been appreciating what this man been doing. So, only thing I can say is keep doing what you're doing, and I try to do my best to, contribute to what's your platform and, you and Brother Yusuf and all that stuff. And I appreciate you helping me and helping others like me because it's we got people, place your energy for all the energy that you've been putting out there. And I'm just trying to, tell you I appreciate that, So that's pretty much it, man. I mean, that's it for me over here in the Bay.
Be running for the play. Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. You one of the brothers that, I wouldn't say, caught on quick, not necessarily, but when you grabbed it hard. You got a hard grip. You know what I mean? It's funny. And that's really, I think that's really, because, everybody does their learning process in their own way. But I've honestly really been impressed lately, by how you're moving and how you're understanding, certain things in the process, man. So that's what's up. So salute to you as well, man.
I'll say this real quick, man. I mean, to me, I'll be honest with you, man. I'll be real quick. It never made sense to me when I was like, in school and everything. I was like, man, this is something that didn't seem right. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but it kind of made me feel like I understood when I was looking at the movie The Matrix when he's like, yeah, I feel like something's weird. And then once I start hearing you guys talk about it, I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense to me. I'm like, and I'm telling other people, they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, what, this don't make sense to you? Like, this is the system we've been in. I'm actually more comfortable knowing this stuff, because I see as the playing field, and now I'm just trying to get myself into this situation where I could be able to make the necessary moves I need to make. But like for me, I don't know. This seems like they've been trying to. It just makes sense to me that they're trying to hide this from me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now I see what's going on, And like I said, I'm just trying to do my best, man. Like I said, for anybody, also I'll say this real quick, for anybody who have, learning disability, don't let that hold you back, because I know a lot of people don't want to admit that. I'm one of those people who have that. But, you just got to put in the time, and I've just been trying to do as best as I can. I've been locked up in my room and just been trying to study, trying to get what I can. So I'll leave it like that. I appreciate what y'all do, man.
Yeah, you moving. I appreciate you. But I feel like you be moving faster than you think. And, you know, just keep doing your dance, man. You know. Yeah, I know. It's all good. But nah, man, definitely appreciate you, man. And you know, we just gonna keep moving forward. Chugga toot. Thanks for calling in. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right.
Peace. It's Yvette. Peace, it's Yvette.
What's the deal? God bless, Brother Saltel. Peace to the community, to the kings and queens. It's a pleasure as always. I'm listening to everyone that's calling in, and it's the fruits of your labor that you're getting the positive feedback sought out. I just wanted to say continue to do the good work. You know, everything is coming into place. Some of us a little slower than others, but it's coming into place. You know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm glad that Brother Brian called in. My brother called in and a few other listeners. You know, the community's learning. You know, after all the news that we've been hearing about them increasing the minimum wage, but also cutting the jobs, I think people are starting to realize it's real now. It's real, and we got to get on our grind. You know, you gotta do your due diligence. You gotta look for these contracts. You gotta get into the paperwork. You know, you gotta find out what it is that get in where you can fit in, and it's about business. And we're the biggest business out here with our financial dollars, with our commerce. We spend liquid cash. And the only way you can continue to hold us is if you keep us on this little chain and continue to pull us along. So we got to start breaking away from that area, and we got to learn how to get into our own business. Before we had these jobs, we had our land, we had our farms, we had whatever. But now we done got so commercialized till we chasing the materialistic things that don't really have any real meaning to us. You know, they need all these so-called automations to mass produce while we running behind. So we need to show society as a whole we don't need your stuff. We don't need all these fancy phones. We don't need all these fancy clothes. We just need to be mass productive amongst ourselves. The thing is, when you go and get your business, because that's what everybody's learning now, it's about getting the business, getting your business credit in order, you know, putting away the money, because before we was putting away the money in retirement, and they're taxing us still and all. So the thing now is we got to learn how to get our own businesses and write off everything. Everybody else is doing it. Why can't our people do it? It's been a year. I've been listening to you since July of last year, and I'm going to continue to listen. Tomorrow, God willing, I'll be 54, and I'm on my grind. Before the year is out, I'm going to be in the profit. I'm going to be on my business. And anybody that calls in, me and my brother going to snatch them if they ain't there, and we going to bring them in with us. Because this is the year for us. This is the year. The ancestors have ordained it for us. This is our year. Our people just got to be more proactive and realize it's not about these jobs now. Because if you look around, even though they're raising the minimum wages, they're cutting everybody's out. So they're making us more dependent on them. And we got to learn to be more independent towards ourselves. We got to be on our grind now. It's not about everybody else. We got to make ourselves dependent upon what we need, which is to make sure we can take care of our families at the end of the day. It's not about taking care of somebody else's business. It's about taking care of our business. So, Brother Saul L., you be blessed. Kings and Queens, 2018. Most of y'all that's in this community listening, you should be calling in, talking about your business before the year is out. Be blessed, community. Peace.
Thank you, Sister Yvette. Sister, did you say your birthday was tomorrow?
It's tomorrow, 54.
Well, happy born day, happy birthday, happy New Year.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
And have a great day. And
I will. I will.
Enjoy yourself. Definitely enjoy yourself.
As long as I wake up with the help of ancestors, it's going to be all right.
Yeah, I trust that you will. And I appreciate you calling in, and I appreciate your kind words. And I appreciate your consistency.
And I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great week. And I love you.
Thank you. God bless. I love you too. Peace to the community. Peace, kings and queens.
Peace, sister. And that's it. We're streaming. If you fall off, oops, you got to catch out the archives. And I love all of y'all as well. That's why I do these shows straight up. Like, seriously, 100%. And, I appreciate the appreciation. But all praises are due to, the creators and the ancestors, honestly. And I just got to keep it real. I get so much from being able to help my people, from being able to help others, from being able to help those who cannot help themselves, or being able to help those who don't know how to help themselves, help them see how to help themselves, and then watch them do their dance. It's some of the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's, the only way I can experience that feeling again, because I remember what it was like, realizing that I'm doing it. And I'm doing it on my own, or I did it on my own, or I did it with the help of my friends, or I did it with the help of my sisters or my brothers, or my family, or whoever. And that's an important, and it's a wonderful feeling, and I want that for you. And that's why I do this show. It's part of my charity, y'all. But ultimately, I appreciate y'all checking out the show. Appreciate y'all consistently checking out the content. I appreciate all the live listeners once again, definitely. Everyone who checks out the archives, I can see those numbers. Thank you very much. I know not everyone can listen to the live show. I know a lot of people are playing. People playing games. I'm not playing with you when I say that. For me, all I want to see is your success. Your success will guarantee mine. If you understand that, you understand where I'm coming from. There's more than one Black Wall Street, but the most, famous or infamous one was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And, so-called blacks were given loans to Europeans and stuff, and different types of other cultures and stuff, and that was bombed, y'all. It's an enterprise that is in our DNA. The creative spirit is within you. All you got to do is cultivate it, tap into it, and step out the way. I just want to assist in, if not anything else, the self-esteem for you to take that first step, because I know you can do it. You won't be even listening to content. You won't even be paying or using or expensing or investing or whatever you're doing, your time in this content, if it wasn't true. So with that being said, welcome to the foundation. I appreciate you. Thanks for checking out the show. 2018 is going to be Raw Daddy. And we're going to do our dance, right? We got to understand, we're not worried about the boo-hoo, we chugga, choo-choo. And we keep it moving. Certain situations and positions that we need to be in from a business standpoint, from a financial standpoint, from a monetary standpoint, from an administrative standpoint, from an executive trustee standpoint, whatever. Once we get that set, a lot of things fall into place. So welcome to the foundation.com. Definitely sign up for the email list. Definitely check it out. Got a PDF section popping. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Starting your business. You got 10 days. And holler at me. Holler at me in the next 10 days. I got your back. Just email me. Just put 30 minutes, 10 days, or I don't know, whatever you want to put in the header. And we'll get that going. HighFrequencyRadioNetwork.com. Relentless. That website is relentless. Appreciate y'all, as always. I love y'all, as always. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Appreciate yourself. Understand that you deserve to have a good day. You deserve not to be in a bad mood right now or tomorrow morning or whatever. You deserve to have a better life, better quality of life, better interactions with people and those around you. Better senses of appreciation, respect, and honor from those around you. It all starts within you, and you definitely deserve it. And I know you have it. So let's all together look forward to the future, to the day where me doing a show like this would be silly, because why would you do a show like this? Everyone knows this stuff, soaks. And I'll be like, I don't know. And that's what I look forward to one day. Once again, I appreciate y'all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And let's get it. Have a great week. I will be back next week, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Right? It's 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Or am I tripping? The Foundation. Here on High Frequency Radio Network. And, with that being said, take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Catch you next time. Peace to the gods.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.